You were not born to sleep your life away in silk sheets and soft choices. You were not made for the cushions of luxury, for the arms of ease that wrap around you like chains. The world does not yield to comfort, seekers. It bows only to those who are willing to bleed for it. Look around you. Everything of worth, every structure of strength, every monument of greatness, it was built by those who chose discipline over comfort. Discipline is not an act, it is a state of war between who you are and who you must become. There are days when your legs will ache, your eyes will sting, and your mind will rebel against you. But still you rise. Still you move, not because it is pleasant, not because it is fun, but because there is no other way to win. Comfort is a lie told by weak men to justify their surrender. It is a pit dressed as a throne, and the moment you sit, you begin to rot from within. Do you think the great minds of history slept peacefully through storms of war, through cries of famine, through burdens that would break lesser men? No. They rose earlier than the sun, trained their minds like weapons, and sharpened their souls against the stone of discipline. When the world slapped them with defeat, they did not run for shelter. They stood firm, unmoved, because they had trained themselves to answer pain with power. The man who wakes before the dawn, who trains in silence when no one is watching, who denies himself the softness of excuses, he is not ordinary. He becomes dangerous because nothing can stop a man who is no longer a slave to comfort. He has burned the mattress of laziness, shattered the clock of delay, and carved his resolve into bone. While others sleep, he prepares. While others feast, he fasts. While others dream, he acts. Comfort has never made a nation great. It has never raised an army, built a city, or written a legacy. It whispers into your ear, telling you to slow down, to take a day off, to indulge, to delay. But it is a thief. It steals your time, your drive, your potential. And every moment you indulge in it, a piece of you is lost. Quietly, permanently. Discipline is a language few speak and fewer master. It does not shout. It does not need applause. It works in silence and wins in chaos. It teaches you to keep moving when your muscles tremble, to keep building when your hands bleed, to keep leading when your heart is heavy. Because when you are forged in discipline, you are no longer moved by feeling. You are governed by purpose. Look at those who have fallen. Men who once had vision, who once had power. What took them down? Was it weakness of body? No. It was the comfort they allowed into their spirit. They grew too soft to rise, too bloated with pleasure to endure pain. Comfort ate away their edge, and by the time they realized it, it was too late. Do not let that be you. Wake up, stand up, sharpen your will like a blade. Discipline your thoughts, your habits, your days. The man who can conquer his own comfort can conquer anything. You must train yourself to choose difficulty, to love it, to crave it, because in difficulty you grow. In discipline you rise. In sacrifice you separate yourself from the herd of men who live and die unknown. You will be mocked. You will be misunderstood. People will call you extreme. Let them laugh from the softness of their lives while you march forward with fire in your chest. You do not need the approval of those who have never suffered. You need only the echo of your own relentless footsteps, because each step you take in discipline is a step closer to freedom, not the kind bought with money, but the kind forged in mastery over self. There will come a time when comfort will beg you to stay in bed, when the warmth of rest will seduce you into delay, but you must remember what lies on the other side: regret. Regret is the tax paid by the comfortable, and it never sleeps. It will haunt your quiet nights and remind you of what could have been if only you had chosen the harder path. Those who are disciplined do not fear suffering, they fear stagnation. They do not measure life by ease, but by progress. They are not impressed by talk, only by action. They do not worship comfort, they destroy it. Every comfort they deny themselves becomes a brick in the fortress of their character. Do not waste your fire on distractions. The world is built to seduce you into mediocrity. It offers dopamine over duty, pleasure over purpose, rest over rise. But a disciplined man sees through the illusion. He sees the couch not as a reward, but as a trap. He sees the snooze button not as mercy, but as weakness. He sees comfort for what it is, a barrier to greatness. What is comfort compared to victory? What is sleep compared to honor? What is indulgence compared to immortality? The names remembered in stone were not carved by those who chose ease. They were written by those who suffered with intention. You must suffer, but suffer forward. Bleed with meaning, sweat with vision. You are not here to be liked. You are here to win. You are here to conquer your own mind, to dominate your body, to shape your destiny with your bare hands. You were not born to be average. You were not meant to blend in. You are here to rise so high that comfort cannot reach you, and fear cannot follow you. Each time you wake up early when you don't want to, each time you train when your body begs for rest, each time you study when your mind feels dull, you are building something indestructible inside of you. Discipline is not about chains, it is about freedom. True freedom is not doing what you want. It is doing what must be done. This world has enough soft men, enough men who chase pleasure like dogs and die with nothing but memories of comfort. Do not join their ranks. Be the man who commands respect not with words, but with effort. Be the man who leads by example, who demands more from himself than anyone else ever could. Your future does not care how tired you are. It does not care how hard today feels. It waits for you to step up and seize it, and it will only bow to a man disciplined enough to bleed for it. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. The battlefield of life is littered with the corpses of men who chose comfort. But the throne, cold, high, distant, waits for the one who dared to say no to pleasure, no to softness, no to surrender. Train until your weakness dies. Push until your doubts drown. Starve your comfort until your discipline becomes your default. And when others wonder how you moved mountains, how you endured storms, how you built an empire of fire while they slept, you will know. You will know it was because you chose pain when they chose peace, duty when they chose delay, discipline when they chose comfort.